Mamas and the Papas sang a song called Monday, Monday. Well, that's what it is. It's Monday. But hello, we're here, and we're running a little bit late. But again, I got caught up in some wreck traffic coming over here. I wasn't in the wreck, but got held up for the second time in a couple of weeks. So looks like there's more and more traffic out on the road. I guess more people moving in here. That's the reason. But anyway, we're here. Thank you for being with us wherever you may be. A couple of birthdays today. Kind of a sad story, really. Suzanne Summers has a birthday today, but she passed away yesterday of breast cancer at the age of 76. She would have been 77, but the good Lord took her home, so there you go. So she's 77. C.F. Turner from Bachman Turner Overdrive having a birthday. You ain't seen nothing yet? Remember that song? And Let It Ride. So was that song, Let It Ride? And you ain't seen nothing yet. Anyway, BTO, Bachman Turner Overdrive. The Turner, C.F. is having a birthday today. He's 80. Wendy Wilson from Wilson Phillips Group, 54s. So I love his lazy. Hit that. Please don't hang me out to dry. You'll see him tonight. The Phillies outfielder Bryce Harper having a birthday. He is 31 today. Phillies play game 1 of the Diamondbacks. And we also got birthday going out to Naomi Osaka. You play tennis? You a tennis girl?
I did growing up, but I'm not competitive. No.
Okay. But she did.
It's very awesome to watch. I love it.
Do you like watching?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
She's here. You don't see her on camera, but you will in a second. She's our buddy Andrea Lewis from Northeast Community Credit Union. All right, so the catch. We're going to show you that right out of the chute. First, we're going to do the national anthem with Loretta Bowers. Then we're going to show you the catch. Evan Carter, the catch. Double in the, second inning? Watch that one. Went in the second sliding, came around and scored the first run and made 2 phenomenal catches. One is making the highlights all over the country, and with good reason. He's one of ours, folks. Elizabeth and Tri-Cities, Evan Carter, sat right in that seat. And now, for my money, the MVP of the game last night, no question. We also met David Hill. David's here, little guy. He's in there somewhere. He came up and asked me, of all things, for my autograph. Okay. He said, I know you from Eastside. You came read to our class. I said, I did. Can I have your autograph? And he brought me up a little ice cream cone. Is that what it was, ma'am? A little ice cream ice cream. What did I sign? What was it I signed? It's the thing off the coffee cup. The little cardboard thing off the coffee cup. I signed it. He said, can I have your autograph? And I said, yeah, you want some ice cream? He said, yeah. So I think he got an ice cream and got an autograph too. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I don't know why I told you all that. Let's do national anthem, and we were going to jump in and take a picture or show you the video and then get the lady on. Here's Loretta Bowers on the Tom Douglas Sports.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, we are live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Had a late start getting here because there was a wreck back up the road, but we had to sit in traffic. But we're here. Hello, Junior Campbell. Carrie Taylor. Carrie, you're awesome. Thank you. She has opened up a brand new section, I guess, perspective on the show. You're about to see it. She is sending me videos now we can use in the mornings. How are you, by the way?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Looks nice. Can I go ahead and tell people whatever the smell you got on it smells good? What's it called?
Teas.
Tease. Tease, I assume.
That's
correct?
right, yeah.
So it smells very nice, and it just kind of blocks out the chicken smell. That's good. So, all right, here's Evan Carter. Here is the catch. This kid is over the top good. Watch this catch. You've probably seen it 100 times. I watched about 20 times last night and this morning getting ready for the show. He gets a double, scores the first run of the game, makes not one but two incredibly cool catches. And here's one of them. Here is the catch. Doubles off Jose Altuve. Big play in the game. Rangers go up 1-0 in the best of 7. Here is the catch from Elizabethton's Evan Carter. Doesn't get much better than that right there. Is what Andrew just said when we were watching the clip. Thank you, Carrie, for doing that. Great job. So, hello, Carrie Reed. How you doing? This is the other Carrie, Carrie Taylor, who is bingo awesome at the Don Baylor Sports Show. So, yeah. Well, what was really cool about that story, most baseball walls are flat. That one's got that one that sticks out. So, one of the other Ranger veterans took him out there and said, "You're starting, so you need to learn how to play this field." Because he had that thing sticking out. It'll bounce off the wall. It'll take funky bounces.
Yeah.
And so he was competing with that, went up, made that catch, then doubled the kid off out at second, Jose Altuve. Big play in the game. We win at 2-0. Let's say we. Rangers up 1-0. They'll play game 2 tonight in the American League Championship Series. And the birthday boy, Bryce Harper, and the Phillies play Arizona tonight. We'll talk about that coming up here in a little while. So we're here live again at Chick-fil-A. We're joined by Andrea, of course, from Northeast Community Credit Union. Every time I go back here on Jason Witten Way, more dirt being moved is good.
They're moving.
Yeah, it's coming up out of the ground slowly but surely. What we're talking about is the expansion. What are you guys calling it? The addition, the expansion?
Training and Operations Center.
Oh, cool. Training and Operations Center. So it's coming up out of the ground. I think Kathy Campbell said sometime next year it'll be ready. So
Fall 2024 is the projected date.
about a year from now.
Yes.
Be awesome. Can't wait. We'll have to do a show from there. On
We'll
the grand
have to
opening.
do a show for sure.
Yeah, the ribbon
cutting, all the things.
Yeah. So, did you have a good week off? You took off, disappeared. That's
Had
good.
a wonderful week off. Celebrated my birthday. All the things.
Really?
It was fun.
You had a birthday.
I did.
Okay. We're not going to ask you. We don't ask women's age, nor do we ask weight.
That's right.
No, I'm not. I may look dumb, but I'm smarter than that. So, we don't go down that trail. But we can sing "Happy Birthday" to you. Happy. Because I'm a terrible singer. Oh, Lordy. But we're going to do it because we've been together how many years now? 2, 3, 2? How long have we been doing this?
I would say we're going on 3.
3?
I would think.
So you passed the test. If you've been around me 2 years, I can sing happy birthday to you. So when was your birthday, by the way? What day?
October the 8th.
October the 8th. There you go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Andrea. Happy birthday to you. And
Thank
many
you.
more. What's London say? Many more out the door. Shoot for 4. They just keep going on and on. So anyway, happy birthday. Good.
Thank you.
So if you had your favorite meal, maybe you did on your birthday, if you had your favorite meal as a birthday meal your mama made or whoever made, your granny, whoever, or just went to a restaurant, what's your favorite meal for your birthday? If
My
I said,
favorite meal.
I'm going to take you, you're going for your birthday, you're going to get blank, what would it be?
Probably the Chop House.
Okay, there you go. So happy birthday. Maybe next year, if I can remember that, we'll get you a certificate to go to the Chop House. So, but anyway, she's here. We've got through all the particulars. We don't know who Wilson Phillips is. We don't know who Bachman Turner. You remember the song?
I'm
you
really
sing?
good with the faces.
Yeah, well, okay.
If you had a card with the face and the name, I'd
Gotcha.
be like, yep,
That's him.
that's
Okay.
it.
So anyway, they're having birthdays today, and that would be C.F. Turner from Bachman Turner Overdrive, and also, as we said, Wilson Phillips. No, it was Wendy Phillips. Wendy Wilson from Wilson Phillips, 54, and used to play them on Love Notes. They got a lot of love song things going on. So let's see, the daddy is Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. So there you go. All right, we took care of all that. She's here to talk about Northeast Community Credit Union and Operation Christmas Shoebox. Tell me about that, would you please?
Can you believe it? It's time.
I know.
It is time to get those boxes ready. So we are going to be doing that very soon. We don't have the boxes or anything like that yet. I believe we're going to participate at all 4 locations. It's still to be determined, but we are working with the Operation Christmas Child Shoebox organization this year. Once again, it was a blessing last year. I believe everybody kind of waited till last minute, which is totally fine. Procrastination. Usually you work a little better doing the rush.
Last minute.
You know, it's okay. Sometimes it works. So be on the lookout on our social media, and when you come in, you'll see that it is up and going. So as soon as we get those in, we'll let you know, and Child in Need will receive your special gift.
Now, there are things you can and can't send in these boxes. So when you go there, pick them up, there's like a little guide there's obvious things you can't put chocolate or anything that's going to melt because they're going overseas. You can't put like hard candy and toiletries. There's a list of things you can get and put in these boxes for these kids, and a lot of them, this is it. It's the only Christmas they're going to get. They got a new cool thing about this, too, is you can actually track, for many years when you get the shoebox, like, where's it go? Well, we don't know. Well, now they've got a tracking system inside of Operation Christmas Child, so you can say your boxes have gone to Peru or Ireland or India or wherever they're going, so you can actually track as to what part of the world that's going to, which I thought was pretty cool.
That is cool.
So can we get the boxes from you all? Is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. You can get all the things, the literature of what you can put in the box, what you cannot put in the box. So all the things, just when we get those in, we'll let you know. It'll be very soon.
Yep. And you can go, it doesn't, hello, Rob Fritz, how you doing, sir? It doesn't cost a lot of money to do this. It's like, and because, they're not looking for $100 gifts. You can go to, I guess I'm going to throw a plug out to the Dollar General Store, Walmart, wherever you want to go where you buy stuff.
Yeah.
You can go through there and get some stuff fairly inexpensive. And what's inexpensive to us will be worth a chunk of gold to these kids on the other side of the world who don't have anything.
That's right.
So I remember the story one time. I had a friend of mine went to Mexico on a missions trip. And he said what the kids were playing with was a Mountain Dew can and a stick. And they'd hit it like a ball up and down the street. And they were going across this little stream of water, which turned out to be raw sewage. And they didn't care. They didn't know anybody didn't care. So when I say it doesn't take much to make these kids happy, it doesn't. So take the time, go by and get a box. Can you get the boxes now?
Not yet.
Okay.
We don't have them yet, but I wanted to prepare you.
Yeah.
We're going to get them really soon. We're going to get to working on that, and we'll post it and let you know as soon as we get those.
Yep. So step up, help out. No, it's not around here. It's from kids all over the world, but every kid wants to wake up with something for Christmas. These boxes will be it for these kids. So before that, we have trunk or treat events. What's going on trunk or treat? What's all going on there?
Trunk or treats coming up next week. Our participation is going to include the Boys and Girls Club of Elizabethton, and we're going to be at Hampton High School. We're going to be at Unaka High School. We're going to give candy to the sheriff's office. We usually do that. And we're at the Rome Mountain Festival, giving out candy as well. So there's a few things. I feel like I'm missing one. So we're really involved in that, and it's super fun to see all the kids and have a good time and give them candy. So we're going to be there. You'll probably see one of our team members at those local events.
When is International Credit Union Day coming up?
It is October the 19th. It's this Thursday. You will be glad you came in to one of our convenient locations on Thursday. We'll have snacks and giveaways. So you better come in and hashtag all the things. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So International Credit Union Day is so important. That's why we are here, and that's why we are in operation. 75 years later, I believe. So
What you told me last time we were here.
Yeah.
Yep. 75 years young, if you will. So, and do it again. You better come by and get some treats. That was good. So I like how you said that was funny.
I don't even.
Yeah, there you go.
Just come by, get snacks, giveaways.
Treats.
You'll be glad you did.
Yep. That's coming up this Thursday, right?
Yes.
Yep. All right, we want to hit this right here. We're talking Jules Roberts. See how does she do it? Rock on, homies. What she always says. Rock on. You know what I'm going to say, Jules? Chocolate lasagna. You like chocolate?
Yeah.
Oh, she
I'm
makes
not
it.
sure about the lasagna
Oh
part.
no, it's a
It's a dessert.
it's
lasagna.
a dessert. It's called a chocolate lasagna. It's got layers of chocolate, and I don't know
Does
what's
it
in
have
it.
noodles?
No, it's just it's all chocolate. I'm not even sure why she calls it chocolate lasagna, but she made it, and she made a special batch for me, and I'm putting in a request now for Christmas. Jules, please, for another batch.
Must be pretty good.
It's the best dessert I've ever had,
Oh wow.
bar none.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, bar none. It is the best. And every time I see her, it's like, okay, Tom, here we go again, chocolate lasagna. But she really ought to market it. It's really that good.
Wow.
And I'm not even sure. Jules, put on there I know it's chocolate. There's whipped cream in it.
Maybe graham crackers.
There's graham crackers in it. There is. Or vanilla wafer. I think she did mine with graham crackers and chocolate and whipped cream. I don't know what else is in it, but it's smoking good. Anyway, hello, Jules. How you doing? Tore me slap up. Got that in a big old glass of milk to make your teeth hurt. I was dove into that bad boy. I was watching. You like cowboy movies?
They're okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Love Tombstone.
That's what I was watching. I was watching Tombstone. My man Sam Elliott. And so watching Tombstone eating chocolate lasagna, had it all on my shirt, didn't care, and my beard, didn't care. So thanks, Jules. Appreciate you, dear. All right, hello, Baker. How you doing? Saw her at the wedding, the wedding Saturday night. Miss Tipton's now Mrs. Hurley. We went to the wedding and saw Baker there. So hello, Baker. And Betty Lacey and Molly Glover and Carrie Reed. Hello, Carrie. Pete Crystal Slagle. So we'll talk. Sean Witten's going to join us coming up for a little while. All right, we're ready to hit this magic button. Here we go, because we're getting ready to talk about something. And so here we go. Talking to our buddy Andrea Lewis from Northeast Community Credit Union. We have a new product called Contactless Visa Debit Cards. Tell me about it.
Contactless instant. And so if you don't have one yet, we have them for you. If you're a member, if you have a checking account, even if you have a debit card already, you can come in, because the contactless is just another convenient way for you to use your debit card. So you do not have to touch the screens. It's hygienic. It's just better, less germs, faster. So if you tap and go, if they don't have that, you can still use the chip or the Max Strip. So it's just another feature to your debit card that you can utilize. And we have printers at all 4 locations. So you can order your debit card at any of our 4 locations. We'll be glad to do it for you. It only takes about 5 minutes. And pick out your custom image of your choice, or you can send us a custom image that you'd like to have on your debit card.
There you go. Contactless Visa debit cards now available at all locations of Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And Tour of Schools coming up in November.
Tour of Schools, we're so excited. I think
Yep.
we just got the date.
Yep. Early November.
Early November. We're super excited. We're so glad that we're a part of that. It's just so much fun. Every time I get to go, I feel so lucky that I get to go, just to see all the students and all the kiddos. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, and we really appreciate you all putting that on. Tour of Schools Tom Taylor Show, and we'd love to sponsor it.
Yep. It's your baby.
It's our baby.
Yep, the Northeast Community Credit Union. By the way, I told her about the Readers Are Winners, and they're interested in that too. So that's up and going. The kids have started last week. That's based on the minutes read. The top 50 kids, we're going to run the promo here in a second. The top 50 kids are students or kids at Eastside Elementary, Harold McCormick, and Westside here in Elizabeth. And top 50 in the 9 weeks based on minutes read. That's the parents keep the log. We'll get a Tom Taylor Sports Show Readers Are Winners t-shirt, and we'll announce their name here on the show. And then the second 9 weeks, we'll do it again. We're going to do ball caps of the same thing. All the kids get the top 50 get ball caps. We're going to be giving out 150 ball caps with a logo on it and all that. That's like a walking billboard advertising.
It's amazing.
Yep. And then the third 9 weeks, we're doing water bottles. And then the last 9 weeks of the school, we're going to take the top 10 across the system to get them official great big old black Tom Taylor Sports Show backpacks.
I love it.
Full of,
That's a good idea.
yeah, Readers Are Winners. They are. You know this.
I love it.
Your job, what percentage of your job every day is reading in some way, shape, or form?
Reading is every day, of course.
Yeah.
I would say a median range of 20%
So,
reading, just reading, and that's, you got hands-on and visual as well, so you got all the things, and public speaking and socializing and networking, and
yeah.
but reading's a big, huge deal, and so it's very important, especially testing for these students. The testing really needs you to be able to read and comprehend and
Yep.
retain information. So reading is not fun for everyone, but it can be learned. It can be fun. It can be something that you can want to read about. So there's options. I was one of those kids, I didn't love to read.
But you can get a book and go anywhere. You can open a book
That's right.
and go to the jungles, and you can go to about a story on the moon, go about a story in the wild west. I mean, you can go anywhere and and pick up a story and read a book.
You read anything that you would like to. What's your interest? And that will really help you enjoy reading. So
Absolutely. It transforms you from where you are to where that is. So, anyway, readers are winners in my book.
yeah,
You got to be, and Kathy Campbell was here last week. She says it. Everybody says it. You got to be to be a leader. You got to be a good reader. You just have to be.
you do.
So,
You do.
anyway, I know you got to go. Thank you. Social media. How do we find Northeast?
You can find us at Facebook, Northeast Community Credit Union. You can find us at Be My CU on Instagram and also YouTube. And our website is bemycu.org.
Happy birthday. Welcome back. She took a week
Thanks.
off, deservedly so. She hits the ground running, obviously. Lots going on, you heard her say. So thanks for being my buddy. Thanks
Thank
for being
you.
on the show. And I'll see you next Monday.
We'll see you then.
Here are Readers Are Winners on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Readers are winners. Hi, this is Tom Taylor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I'm a huge proponent on the importance of reading. I firmly believe it's the key to being successful, being the best reader you can be. And so in partnership with Elizabethton City Schools and the Betsy Book Bus, it's the Readers Are Winners Reading Challenge. At the end of this 9 weeks, the top 50 readers based on minutes read from each of the 3 elementary schools, East Side, Harold McCormick, West Side, will get and win Tom Taylor Sports Show Readers Are Winners t-shirts, plus be featured on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Reading is so important. In fact, Walt Disney said, it is books that are the key to the wide world. If you can't do anything else, read all that you can. Albert Einstein said, if you're going to get anywhere in life, you have to read a lot of books. And Margaret Fuller simply said, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. It's the Readers Are Winners Book Challenge on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Elizabethton City Schools, and the Betsy Book Bus. Here's some folks who also believe in the importance of reading.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here. We again say good morning. Thanks again for being where you are on the other side of the screen. So let's start with baseball. We had to get Andrea in because she had to get out of here and truck on down the highway. Got top 25 college football. Who's playing where this week? Of course, Tennessee goes to Alabama. We'll talk about that. We've got high school football this week. Cyclones are off, but everybody else is back on. Seemed like last week was an open week for, all kinds of teams. But they're back and back in the saddle. A lot of them are. We'll tell you who's playing where coming up here in a few minutes. Big games this week because it's heading down the stretch for the playoffs starting in the first Friday night in November. Hard to believe we're 69 days away from Christmas Eve. It's crazy. It's nuts. My dad would say the older you get, faster it goes around, and he's right. All right, Texas Rangers got the Astros last night 2-0 behind Evan Carter, quite frankly. And Jordan Montgomery, the guy had a great pitching effort from veteran left-hander Jordan Montgomery. Also got some timely contributions from Evan Carter, we're about to show you, and Letty Taveras, as well as catcher Jonathan Heim, his RBI single, and Taveras' solo homer. Both had big hits against Justin Verlander. Astros veteran went 6 2/3 but collected a loss in the game. Rangers also benefited from that video review in the 8th inning that deemed Jose Altuve failed to retouch second base. Now, it's a fly ball. We're going to play it again here in a second. Evan makes the catch out in left field. All right, so he ran out to second and went past second base, which you can't do. Well, you can, but you got to step on that base before you run back, or you tag up to run back to first. So anyway, he's at first, fly ball to left. He thinks it's going to go out or go. He's not going to catch it. So he runs out to second, and, he's ready to keep on trucking if the catch wasn't made. And, of course, it was. Evan turned around and threw it back in real quick. Altuve did not touch second base before going back to first, so it's a double play ball, which is the right call. So it says the Rangers outfielder Evan Carter continues his brilliant postseason. He entered Sunday night having hit .429 in his first 5 playoff games. Led off the second inning with a hustle double. Got to watch that. Carter then scored on a Jonah Heim single to make it 1-0 Texas. So he's hit a double, scored a run, made 2 crazy catches in the outfield. He was the player of the game, and he got interviewed as such on national television. Now, he's got a record going on. He has safely hit 14 times in his first 6 career postseason games. He has tied Chuck Knobloch and Ichiro Suzuki tied in that category. This is Evan Carter, the youngster from right here in Elizabeth and Tri-Cities. So, crazy, crazy story. So, Tuve led off the frame of the walk. Alex Bregman then hit on that deep fly ball to left. The Bregman's ball was caught by Evan on the warning track in the first out of the inning. Threw it back in, as we said, and got doubled up. That was a huge play in that baseball game. Huge. Hello, Kathy Lyles. Hello, Steve McCauley. Hello, Brian Kraft. Junior says, no cheesecake for you, Tom. You're right. I want chocolate lasagna. Whew. Hello, Lisa Baker, Molly Glover, Carrie Reed, Betty Lacey. Thank you all for being with us. We're live here again at Chick-fil-A. So, as promised, this is a new segment we're coming up with, thanks to Carrie Taylor. No extra set of eyes and ears for me on this show. I do as much as I can. Hello, Emmy. How are you? Here's Emmy Birchfield. She's in here, too. School's out. There's Libby Gray. She's in here. Everybody's in here. School's out. Professional Development Day. They'll be back in school tomorrow. Here is Evan Carter. Here is the catch on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. forgot to get the sound on, but you saw what you needed to see. You don't need to hear it necessarily because you saw it, and what a catch. What a catch for this guy. It's incredible. So, anyway, they do game 2 coming up tonight. The Rangers and the Houston Astros. Let's get you. I'm pretty sure it's Nathan Eovaldi. In fact, I know it is. Going to go for the Texas Rangers. And for the Houston Astros tonight should be Framber Valdez. It is. Eovaldi 12-5, Valdez 12-11. 4:30 this afternoon, as a matter of fact, we're going to play that one. So 4:37 to be exact. So if you're around to watch that, it'd be a good one to watch. At 4:37, the Rangers and the Astros game 2. Game 1 tonight under the lights, Arizona and Philadelphia. Zach Wheeler will go for the Phillies. Zach Gallen will go. 17-9 will go for Arizona at 8:07 tonight. So a doubleheader in baseball. The Final Four, if you will. And you got the Rangers and the Astros at 4:30. And at 8:30 tonight, the Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's do this for kicks. Well, I got a second. Let's see what the weather's going to be like tonight in Philadelphia. So, let's see what we got right here. Let's put Philadelphia weather. Okay, Philadelphia. We're live on the show here. I want to see what it's going to be like the weather tonight in Philly. It's 59 now in Philadelphia for game 1. Tonight at 8 o'clock, let's see what it says. 8 p.m. it'll be 55 degrees. Okay, not that bad. So 55 tonight. And so that'll be first game pitch. It'll drop down to the, only going to drop 2 or 3 degrees. So 50s for tonight for game 1 of the National League Championship Series. So there you go. Hey, we're on the road again at Chick-fil-A tomorrow. Going to be at the Jewelers Bench. Ryan Pressel's going to join us tomorrow. Talk a little baseball, talk about his kid, almost like his kid. That would be, of course, the referencing of Evan Carter. Atlanta Braves right-hander Kyle Wright recovering from surgery, repair a torn capsule in his throwing shoulder, expected to miss the 2024 season. Braves said they had the procedure last Wednesday. So Wright appeared in just 9 games because of injuries this year. He's been injury-prone. Wright led the majors in 2022 in wins, went 21-5. So he's been injury-riddled since then. So he have surgery. He'll miss all of next season. So the Braves have to find another starter. Kyle Wright's going to be out. As is Brewers right-hander Brandon Woodruff. Could miss next season after undergoing the same surgery in his throwing shoulder on Friday. Expected to sit out most, if not all, of next season. The injury caused him to miss the Brewers' wild card series loss to the Arizona Diamondbacks, so their ace was not out there. So that was a big storyline, obviously, as one of the reasons they got beat. Hello, Jonathan Morton. Tell you what, a special young man had a birthday yesterday. Deuce Morton, it's his birthday boy from yesterday, so happy birthday to Deuce. Belated or early for next year, so we weren't on yesterday to tell him, but happy birthday to Deuce. Great kid, great young man. Going to do great things in life. He already is. And so happy birthday to Deuce Morton, ladies and gentlemen. He was a birthday boy yesterday. All right, top 25 college football. So where we got it's right here, I think. That's some volleyball. Oh, it's right here somewhere. As they say, my elaborate filing system. Okay, here it is. Top 25 right here. It was here to begin with. You just jumped over it. All right. Who's playing where? Top 25 this week. Number 6, Oklahoma hosting Central Florida. These are the 12 o'clock games on Saturday. Big one up in Columbus. 7th-ranked Penn State and number 3, Ohio State. Two top 10s will get after it in Columbus at noon on Saturday. Number 22 Air Force will be at Navy. 24th-ranked Iowa hosting Minnesota. 9th-ranked Oregon, the Ducks, home to Washington State. These are the mid-Saturday afternoon games. At 3:30 in Tuscaloosa, 11th-ranked Alabama and 17th-ranked Tennessee. Tennessee, I was at the wedding, didn't see much of it. From what I gather, when everybody was groaning and moaning at the wedding, that wasn't too impressive, what Tennessee did or didn't do to win the game. So I know the punt return was the backbreaker for the Aggies. Jimbo Fisher's in trouble. Man, that's good right there. Alabama, Tennessee at 3:30 on Saturday. We'll have lots to say about that this week. 20th-ranked Missouri will host South Carolina. 23rd-ranked Tulane, the Green Wave hosting North Texas. 8th-ranked Texas will go at Houston. 10th ranked North Carolina, the Tar Heels, 10th in the country now, college football, which is a basketball school, as you know. And North Carolina hosting the Virginia Cavaliers on Saturday evening. These are the night games now. 13th ranked Ole Miss will go to Auburn. Number 2, Michigan and Michigan State. That could be a trap game. I know some Michigan fans say that's a game we dread because both those teams could be awful, and it's still going to be a big game. So 16th ranked Duke will be at number 4, Florida State. The Seminoles are for real. 19th ranked LSU will host Army on Saturday evening. 14th ranked Utah goes to 18th ranked Southern Cal. 25th ranked UCLA at Stanford. And number 5 Washington against Arizona State. And the number 1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, have the week off. So have an open date. All right, high school football. Let's take a look at that before we go to the break. We'll take a look at the NFL. Sean joins us coming up at the bottom of the hour. Coach Whitten will be here talking about the big win over Volunteer, the off week, and getting ready for the run, as we're calling it. The stretch run or the run, which will be Greenville next Friday night a week. Then the playoffs start. And all that's going to be going on next Friday. All right, let's take a look at some high school football. Big one, Alcoa and Marable on Friday night in Alcoa. Morristown, hello, Kathy Louse. She says tonight's game is going to be on Channel 39 WEMT. Thank you. Very kindly, I can pass it on. Morristown West will be at Bearden. The bragging rights of Hawkins County coming up. Volunteer will be at Cherokee on Friday night. That's like Auburn, Alabama. That is huge in Hawkins County. Jeff County will be at Cock County. Dobbins Minute travels to Crockett. Cosby will go to Eagleton College and Career Academy. Granger, the Grizzlies, hosting South Green. The Hampton Bulldogs home against Unaka. The big Carter County matchup Friday night. You have Happy Valley at North Green. Greenville goes to Northview Academy. You have Daniel Boone and Johnson City against Science Hill. We'll talk to some of our guys this week and see what they think about these games. Some of our guys in the paper. Chucky Doak will be in Unicoi County to battle the Blue Devils. Sullivan East at West Green and Tennessee High at West Ridge. Those are the games locally. Again, the Cyclones are off this week. And so that's what's happening in high school football for week number 9. Hard to believe. We're already here. You wait, and you wait, and you wait all summer long, go through dead period, and you wait, and boom, the season starts. You look up, you're in week number 9. It's really hard to believe. So that's where we are. Quick break. We'll be right back. How about getting ready for the wintertime with windows from Big John's Closeout, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Replacement windows. Tell us about that, sir, would you please?
Well, you know, we live in a community where we've still got a number of homes that have been built quite a few years, some of them going back into the 60s, 70s, and even before, that have a lot of single pane type windows or older wood windows, or even some of the metal windows that Patey's and a lot of places used to sell that were just an aluminum thin type window. And, you know, they have got hard to open. They generate a lot of heat loss because they're not that heavily insulated. Sometimes they're in need of major maintenance because they've deteriorated through the time and weather has went on. And with replacement windows, you can pretty much get those in about any size you want. Within every quarter of an inch, you can order them either in width and height. And so you can remove the old windows and put these new windows in without having to do a lot of structural work either outside or inside. And so that's one of the benefits of it. Also, they're very low maintenance. You know, they're vinyl windows, so they're very easy to clean. You have very little maintenance and upkeep to them. And they come with a variety of options that you can get. You can get just regular insulated glass. If you are more energy conscious, you can get a low E glass, and that's especially helpful when you've got windows that are exposed to a lot of the elements, hot sun, stuff of that nature during the summer and the heating months, and argon gas that can also be added to the low E that just sort of adds a benefit to it to cut down on both heat gain and heat loss depending on the time of year that you've got. And you're available with either white or beige color, and you can get grids in between the glass if you like those windows that look like that they're broke up in 6 panes, 8 panes, whatever it may be as far as that goes. You can also get a half screen that will move up and down if you are concerned about raising the bottom window, maybe with a smaller child or something, you can leave the bottom window down, lower the top window, and move the screen up there so you can get airflow during the spring and fall time of the year. And these windows tilt in, so it's easy for the homemaker or whoever is going to be doing some cleaning. You can lower the window, tilt the latches, tilt it in, clean it off on the outside, put it back up. You know, you can do the same thing for the bottom sash. So it makes it easy, especially when you're dealing with second floors and stuff of that nature where they're hard to get to.
All available at Big John's Closeouts. They hammer high prices. How do we find you?
Well, you can come to 238 East Elk Avenue here in Elizabethton, Tennessee. You can give us a call at 423-542-3117. You can find us on Facebook, or you can email us at experts@bigjohnscloseouts.com. Or you can go to our Facebook or website, at bigjohnscloseouts.com. Cabinet questions, cabinets at Big John's Closeouts, or you can reach me personally, Mike at bigjohnscloseouts.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks, of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. They hammer high prices at Big John's Closeouts.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells, officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie's delicious.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by. She does every week. Like clockwork. There she is, and I want her here because she does a great job. Hello, Miss Leslie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Feels like fall out there, doesn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
The
Well,
trees are pretty.
Oh, they are gorgeous. If you and I'm not the guy you want. Jesse's not here, I don't think. I'm not the guy you want to ask, but I'm going to just surmise. If you want to go look at the leaves, this is probably the week to do it.
Yep.
Because I can tell. I saw them on the mountains yesterday. They're starting to turn red.
Yes.
We got a lot of rain coming into this week.
Should be perfect.
It'll blow those leaves off, the wind and the rain. So if you want to go see the leaves, I'd put that on your calendar the next 3 or 4 days if you can. You don't really have to drive on the mountains, Leslie, to see the leaves. Just take off. I mean, it's here.
Down the road.
Yeah. So the coolest, I think that one of the prettiest drives in the world, in my humble opinion, is between Johnson City and Irwin, out 26. And the rolling mountains back up through there, and you can see the lower mountains, and then look at the bigger mountains up on the higher mountains up on top, and it's like a postcard. So, yep. Or go up here to Watauga Lake, and all those leaves that turn around the lake and that blue water.
Just sit there and take it all in.
And thank the Lord for what He gave us.
Yes.
Speaking of which, let's do the verse of the day. The more we get you, turn you loose there. And the verse today is out of the book of Psalms, and it will go. Where is it? Right here. Psalms 125:1. Those who trust in, lean on, and confidently hope in the Lord are like Mount Zion, like a mountain. Can't be moved, but abides and stands fast forever. I added that to like a mountain, but here it is again. Psalms 125:1. Those who trust in, lean on, and confidently hope in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be moved, but abides and stands fast forever. And that is the verse of the day here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Had a big event this weekend, the Eclipse program at Sycamore Shoals. Big hit, huh?
Yeah, it was. We didn't think it would be that big a hit, but we had, I don't know how many people come. In sales in the gift shop, over $1,500. So that right there tells you a big crowd. We sold 200 pairs of solar glasses, and people still wanting them. So we've got a few more pairs we just got in for the April one, and we'll get more in before then. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Job well done. So that was last Saturday. Now we move on to the next event. It's something all the time at Sycamore Shoals, and I love it. So what's coming up next you want to talk about?
Well, we've got the left in October. We've got Death Comes to Sabine Hill. And you can still register online for some of those tours. Very interesting.
That's my scary music. Okay.
It was good. That's very
Like
good.
a geek. I'm a dweeb.
No, but you'll do the big tour of the house, and you'll go from room to room. There'll be characters dressed out in period clothing, and they'll tell you about certain aspects of the death and burial procedures back in the 1700s. So, and we'll have a professional resurrectionist. You have to come to see what that is.
Right.
And we'll have a professional wailer or mourner. We'll have the coffin maker, all kinds of things like that.
So there was a professional mourner. Somebody just cried at all the funerals?
Yes, they
Really?
would hire them, especially the wealthier families. They would hire them to wail during the funeral and the processional to the graveyard and back, that type of thing.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. So they had somebody back in the day who actually came and cried at funerals.
If they were very wealthy, they'd hire several of them. So.
Oh. So that's one of the things you'll see.
Yep.
And so how do we get registered for that?
You go online, and if you go to TennesseeStateParks.org or .com, then you can just pull down our Sycamore Shoals, and all of those are on that website, and you can register for the one you want. They're filling up pretty quick, though. So, and also we have Scary Stories coming to Fort Watauga October the 26th. That's a Thursday at 7:30 p.m. That's a big hit. Every year we've got more and more of a crowd. So you bring your own seats, blankets, all of that to that one. It's outdoors. It's inside the fort. And
Woo!
yes, we have professional storytellers telling scary stories at Fort Watauga.
Scary Stories at Fort Watauga. You got
It
it.
is family friendly, though, so that's not too bad. All right, and then the next big one is going to be in November, and that's our Colonial Harvest Celebration and Fall Fiber Show combined. That'll be November 11th and 12th. And it's a real big day. We have reenactors down in the fort. We'll be making apple butter, bread in the brick oven, cooking on the open hearth fires, all kinds of things, living like we did back in the 1700s, dressed out. And up above in the visitor center, we'll have the fall fiber people, the people that spin and weave and knit and crochet, all of those things. So that'll be pretty interesting. And then the next weekend, November 18th, is our Christmas open house.
When's that?
November 18th. So be sure and come. We're going to
Love
have
it.
some really special things for our open house. We've got the Appalachian Irish dancers coming. Sabine Hill Social Society English dancers will be there. We've got carolers in period clothing there. You can sing along.
Chestnuts
And
roasting on an
that's
open
right.
fire.
And I think we might have period Santa Claus there as well. So,
Would that be Randy?
no,
No.
I can't tell. It would be Santa.
You're not
It's
gonna be Santa Claus?
It's going to be Santa.
We can put pillows under your sweatshirt. Hello to Brett Price. Are you doing the JV football game tonight? I am to do the public address announcing tonight at the JV football game. So we'll be streaming it. We'll be out there going, I guess the game's still on. Touchdown Cyclones, touchdown Leslie Broccoli.
Woohoo! Score.
Touchdown Cyclones,
That's
touchdown Randy Broccoli with the score. Did I do good?
That sounds great.
That's good. So, anyway, thanks, Brett, for asking. That's what we're scheduled to do tonight. Game's at 6, by the way, the JV game. Elizabeth and Volunteer. I think it's still on. Sean's going to be here in a minute. We'll confirm that. So we got Scary Stories in Fort Watauga.
Uh-huh.
The Watauga Valley Art League
We'll have
Winterfest
their
Art Show coming up.
Christmas show, same time as the open house. We're trying to get a special thing for the Christmas open house. We may have carriage and horse rides.
Oh.
Yes, while it's going on. So we're trying to get that lined up. I'm
That'd be
looking
awesome.
for 2 sponsors, so we'll see if we get them, and maybe Chick-fil-A will sponsor.
Yes. That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be really
So,
cool.
Yep, that'll be going on during the rest of the festivities. We're going to have all kinds of stuff that day.
So hopefully you're going to have one day. The horse
One day. It's the same day, actually. It's November 18th. That's Saturday. I think it'll be 2 hours of horse rides, and I'm not sure if they're going to do morning or afternoon, probably afternoon. And then right after that, downtown Elizabethton, Christmas tree lighting.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Carter County Bank's putting that on. We'll talk to Andrew. In fact, we've already talked to him about it. So that's That's cool. That's awesome. So it's here, folks.
It is.
I looked it up earlier with Andrea. We're 69 days away from Christmas Eve. So I'm make sure I'm not wrong. So are you a big Christmas lady?
I am.
I am too. I keep a tree up year round. 69 days.
69 days. Woo!
To Christmas Eve.
To Christmas Eve.
You have 69 days to get me my presents you got last year. So I like the color you got last year, Randy. It's very tasteful. What? You all like eggnog? You eggnog people?
I'm a little bit. My dad loved it, but Randy doesn't like it.
You don't like eggnog?
No. Eggnog.
It's getting closer. No? No eggnog?
Season. I like hot cider better.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
eggnog's okay.
Anyway, lots going on at Sycamore Shoals. Again, we've got a whole list of stuff I'm going to keep, and it's just in the month of November, December. The Colonial Harvest Celebration coming up on the 11th and 12th. That's what you talked about earlier.
Uh-huh.
The Fall Fiber Show, the Overmountain Christmas Open House, the Watauga Valley Art League Winterfest Art Show. Lots going on as Leslie comes. And the after Thanksgiving Day hike, walking in the Frontier Footsteps.
That's the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Old Time Music Jam later in the month of November.
And then
Christmas to the Carter Mansion, which is a really cool event.
It is.
So, would I be allowed to go live stream that? How long
yes.
How long does the tour take?
About 45 minutes to an hour.
Christmas.
About 45. Christmas at Carter Mansion. About 45 minutes to an hour.
That'd be cool if I came on and just live streamed that on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, because it's a really cool place.
Yes.
It's really.
Oh, I can't. It's not open up yet, so I can't. We may have Dickens. No. What is it?
Christmas Carol.
It's a what?
Yeah. Barney Fife.
Scrooge at Sabine Hill. At Sabine Hill.
That's cool.
That isn't up yet, but that's
we're not going to talk about
that.
that.
Register for that.
We'll have to wait until that becomes official. But we got something in the works about that.
It's in December. It'll be in December if we do that.
All right. So, only thing coming up next in October is the Scary Stories at Fort Watauga Thursday. That'd be next Thursday night. Is that right?
Yep. Although death at Sabine Hill is the 21st and 20th this weekend. So.
Yeah.
This weekend.
Next Thursday night.
20th and 21st.
Next Thursday night
is
Scary Stories at Fort Watauga.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, there you go. You hungry?
I am.
Thank you for coming.
Chick-fil-A, you're welcome.
I say this every week. You probably don't care out there, but for her to shut down the state park to come talk to me and go back up there, that means the world to me. So thank you.
You're welcome.
You're very sweet. So is Randy. Okay. Randy's sweet too. I'm not supposed to tell a guy he's sweet, but he's a good guy. I like him. So, what do you think about Jordan Montgomery for the Rangers last night? How about Evan Carter?
Yeah. We've got 3 Evan Carter bobbleheads.
Do you really?
We do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
All right.
Thank you, dear.
You come see us.
Thank you. Here is the catch again. We're going to play it all show long. Here's Evan Carter, as only he can do last night. 21-year-old from Elizabethton. Watch this catch on the Tom Taylor Sports. How about that, Evan Carter? You see to my left here, Coach Witten's in the house. We're going to get him set up, ready to go. We'll talk a little Cyclone football. We'll talk a little Evan Carter. We'll talk Junior Cyclones. They're heading off to the Super Bowl. We got a week off to get ready for the game and the run. Calling it the stretch run. Our goal is to get back down to Chattanooga, bring home a gold football to Elizabethton Cyclone Nation. and it'll be a big tune-up, a big statement for that game coming up next Friday night. So he'll join us right after this. I'll get him settled in here. Let's find out what's going on at Ivy Hall Nursing Home with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are here live again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. It's been a good day for some chicken noodle soup. And are you chicken noodle soup guy? Are you really? Okay. Did Miss Ryder make chicken noodle soup back in the day?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good old cold day. They got it right here at Chick-fil-A. It's good, too. Chicken noodle soup. It is awesome. So, well, let's talk about the game Friday night. Cyclones came out. Good crowd, a lot of energy, and had a good showing. Tell us about it.
The guys had a really good week of practice, and really dialed in and got back to some fundamentals and our techniques, and really building for this long stretch right here. So just really proud of the way they came out and executed, and found a way to score on special teams, and really played tough D, and I thought our guys blocked really well on offense.
Let's recap the scoring. 10:22 to go in the first quarter. Seth Mullins, a 25-yard run, his 9th touchdown of the season. Bowers point after, 7-0. Coach, when Seth Mullins runs his football, he looks like he gets shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, he's got a really good speed. He's got, he's super tough. I mean, we obviously wouldn't be where we are without Seth on offense and D. He's made a lot of plays on special teams as well. So just got to continue to work. Can he get better? Protecting the ball, which, that's a big area of emphasis coming off that DB game where we turned the ball over a little bit. So it's good to see the guys focus on those areas.
I know it's going to be a goofy question. Our next touchdown, Jariah had a 65-yard punt return. How big in a coach's eye special team when you can score a kickoff return or punt return for a touchdown?
Well, when you play really good teams, Tom, I mean, field position is critical. And then also I think that you got to be able to make plays on special teams, and there's games where you may struggle on offense, field position, and you need a spark, you need a play, and we feel like we've got two really dynamic returners in Luke and Dry that can really make some plays for us. Our punt return team's doing a great job of taking pride in those areas, and it's good to see us kind of have a lot of those big plays this year on special teams.
Luke Whaley, the kid you just mentioned and referred to, got the next touchdown of his 5th touchdown catch of the season. 5th touchdown of the season, 36-yard catch from Rhett Schlegel. We'll talk about him in a moment. Bowers point after 21-0 first quarter. Then the kid that missed last week, Cam Baker, this guy, his upper body strength, it's scary how he hits those across the middle. He'll drop that right shoulder or left shoulder. He just obliterates people. 36-yard touchdown catch from Schlegel to him, and Cam Baker's a huge weapon.
Well, let's talk about a lot of guys. I mean, we feel like we do have some great weapons. Cam obviously missed the game and then missed a game and a half, really. He was fired up to be back in there. Cam makes us so versatile because with the same group that's on the field, Cam can do a lot of different things. And so because he's a physical and because he can play tight end and H-back and inside receiver and outside receiver, we can move him a lot of places. It kind of messes with defenses, and I think Cam's a really missing piece to our offense. He's the ability to you saw the one play, with the misdirection off the bootleg, to kind of get the ball out there. We got the ability to throw it short, medium, and deep, and then the ability to get him the ball quick on play action pass is just huge for us. And so we've challenged Cam. He does a lot for us, and then he's on defense and special teams. I mean, mentally, being there. But we really challenged Cam in the last couple of weeks. It was good to see him play well. We've got weapons. I mean, we feel like we've got 4 really strong receivers that any moment in time can step up. Eli Blevins has had his games and his moments. Luke's starting to come on strong a little bit. We missed him in the DB game. We tried to go to him a couple times. We were just kind of a little bit off. He did have a big third down catch. He is super tough to defend inside the red zone. So that's an area we're trying to grow with some of our receivers. And then I think that, we've shown that we can block for one another. I thought Cam Baker's touchdown, Eli Blevins was downfield blocking. Those are the things that we have talked about prior to the game of relentless effort, blocking downfield, creating big plays. Those are the things that are going to make a difference when you play really good, tough teams.
Lanyard Buckles had a block punt. That was huge in our football game against special teams. Go back to that again. A block punt that kind of set the table for the next touchdown. Luke Whaley got a 6-yard catch from Slagle. Bowers, at that point, after 35 out of 38 on the season, which is incredible for a freshman. Then you have Eli Blevins back, his 5th touchdown of the season, a 20-yard pass from Slagle, 42-0. And then the last touchdown before halftime, Zeth does it again, 4-yard run, another multiple touchdown night for Mullins, 49-0 at halftime. Then the big boy, they look like 82 Witten out there, caught that ball, Mason Ball. Man, he is a wrecking crew, and 13-yard catch from Slagle, our final score. Campbell came on to the extra point. He's 3 for 3 in point after. So final score, 56-0 Cyclones. Talk about the Mason Ball touchdown.
That's big. Mason's been a big part of our we try to continue to add him and get some work on offense. And the big games, we feel like he gives us a dimension that's pretty tough. And, obviously his presence running and blocking in the run game is big. But, you got to make sure they keep their eyes on him in the pass game as well. So, there's a lot of things we're continuing to work, trying to continue to build off of, and I think that he gives us an area where we can improve and another dimension to our offense. So it's good to see those guys be rewarded. It's good to see those guys come and play well. Just super proud of the progress we've made, our effort, our toughness, our tenacity is on point and been really good. And I think our kids at times it's not as sharp as it needs to be, but man, I tell you, the how our guys play with a ton of effort and how hard they go is pretty fun to see.
We're now 15-2 against Volunteer. We've won 6 in a row. We've never lost in Elizabeth in the Volunteer. We're 9-0. Coach Niles 161-48. Coach Ryder 173-79. That's our 654th win as a program. At the bank now, we're 53-5 with the bank, and so we get a week off to get ready for Greenville. I want to talk about the dedication to your coaches, your kids last week's fall break. A lot of schools, a lot of teams just kind of practice some that week, don't practice any that week. Your kids are out here every week getting after the coaches, and it showed.
Yeah, we really let them know earlier that we weren't going to take some time, and we were going to kind of continue to get after it. We had some great weight room sessions as a team, some great film sessions, and an opportunity. When you practice in the morning, you're out of school, you can kind of really slow it down and really maximize each and every period that we have at practice. And then on top of that, getting Cujo down there to work with our D tackles, and then, Coach Witten being down there, and then also Colby Garland. Now we've got 4 line coaches that we can really get one-on-one coaching, and we can really be specific on saying, hey, these tight ends got to do this, these H-backs got to do this, these D tackles got to do that. And so it's really made us better, and hopefully it's going to build us, make us stronger for the long run. So guys really had a good week. I'm super proud of their dedication, the parents, the commitments. We talk about a lot, Christmas break, spring break, the dead period, 2-week break. There's all kinds of time to take time away from football, but during the season, I just don't know how teams get that week off and then expect to come back today on Monday and like they're not going to miss a beat. It's kind of tough. Now, we did give our guys Wednesday off. We had extremely tough practice on Monday and Tuesday, gave them the day off Wednesday, came back Thursday, even got a Friday walkthrough that morning. But I feel like we really maximized our time, and our guys got a little bit better.
We're talking to Sean Witten. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. We do have a JV game tonight at 6 o'clock at the stadium against the Volunteers. So if you want to come out and watch some more football tonight, the JV boys will be out there taking on the Volunteer Falcon guys at 6 o'clock tonight. Our players of the game were Rhett Slagle, Mason Ball,
let's talk about Rhett. I'd have to go back, I guess it's Bryson or Carter Everett. 5-touchdown night for Rhett Schlegel, big night.
Yeah, it was. We tried to push the ball down the field. We wanted to get some guys involved. You and I talked about, we had some plays that we've not ran yet that, for whatever reason, just not been the right time, not been the right gut feeling. But I thought our play action passing is getting better. They're getting the ball out quick, and then the quick game is just making sure our accuracy, giving the ball the ability to run with it better. Play action pass is going to be critical for us as much as sticking that ball in there with Zeth and Holzer, and then being able to make the plays, the throws across the middle. The drive was really big there, and then so we've been able to move him out of the pocket a little bit more. His pocket presence there, protecting him. We did give up the 1 sack, but I feel like he's growing in some areas. He's getting a better grasp of the offense, and we'll see how much we can really pick this thing up the next couple weeks.
18 touchdowns for Rhett, and I had it, 11-29 going into the ball game as far as yardage. Speaking of a quarterback's pretty good, Bryson Rollins sets the all-time passing yardage record. At Marable, he's only a sophomore. So this guy's rewriting the record books down there too, and that's what kind of a talent this kid is. So big weekend for him, big weekend for Deuce up in Kentucky. I don't know what Nate did. I know Corey Russell's the leading receiver in that ball game for Maryville, and I know Parker had a big game for Middle Tennessee State.
Yeah, Parker's been playing on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. He's had some big shining moments there. It's pretty cool to have Evan Carter and Parker on the TV at the same time. And then, Bryson, obviously, he broke that 16 games and already broke that record. But, obviously he's a team guy and they didn't come out with a win, so he's not really happy on that. But, that's not surprising at all what Bryson has been able to do. We talked a little bit about our guys. And in order to get in the top 10%, you got to be unlike the other 90%. And Bryson Rollins is just a different dude. These are things he can do. Nate's having a good year. Brad's playing. Deuce is playing. Jake's team is still winless, but he's stepping up and having some big games. And so we got a lot of guys doing a lot of great things. Cole Morganson's getting some work and some travel time with ETSU. So we got a lot of guys who are having some big moments. Got a lot of freshmen are playing, which is really neat to see, and so excited about that. Corey Russell finishing out his last season he's the leading receiver for Maryville. Had a big game 2 weeks ago. Wes Irwin's having a big year.
Yep.
So we got a lot of guys contributing on Saturdays. Really cool to see those guys playing really well.
Our other two players of the game, I want to give credit to these two guys. Up front, the Hogs are making the holes for Zeth and fly through there, and Holzer, and for Schlegel, getting him a lot of time and protection. So we picked, Coach Pless picked Corey Green and Josh Hayes as two more players again. They all get sandwiches from Port Travis. The Hogs are getting it done, Coach.
Yeah, our offense line, we've had some good moments, and we've really had some great games. I thought Northview, we really ran the ball well there in the second half, and then they've done a great job. The rest of those guys we really got a good 6-man rotation now with Rainwaters working in there with center with Wyatt, and then obviously Kyle Ron's being really good. Seth has some good games, so the continuity amongst our line is going to be big. These next couple weeks, we're going to have to hang our hat on the offensive line. So you talk about those big games, Tom. Science Hill, Mo West, DB. Second half of Northview there, we go in 14-7. We've got to really rely on the run game. We've gotten better. Our running backs have really picked up. The absence of Jay Bird, we've really missed that big back, but those guys have done a great job. So really hats off. Cam at H-back tight end and Mason helping us out there as well. So receivers are blocking on the edge. Against DB, we're almost 80% on third down. So we feel like we're being more efficient in a lot of areas, and it's credit to our guys, man. Our guys have been relentless. We tried to get after each other. We've gone against best in practice, and it's really showed. And I know we played a team that was struggling, but we went out and played the way we were supposed to, and it looked really good. It felt good too.
Let's go back. I want to ask you this. I don't think I ever have. We're talking Coach Whitten. So on national television, Parker Hughes, Evan Carter, Jason Whitman's on there. Sean Whitman's on there back when he played for the Hokies. We can go up and down this list. Born and raised. What's this mean to Sean Whitten to see all these guys out there and Elizabeth getting this kind of national exposure?
Well, it's you like to think that you got a small part in those guys' success. The blueprint, you laid a foundation to where those guys can go on, and they've learned how to do it on and off the field. And the fact that they represent themselves in just such a great way. Not just the parents are proud, but the whole community is super proud. So just just a lot of those guys. I mean, Parker being a walk-on and those sort of things, and then Jake, not getting the chance that he felt like he needed at ETSU, and now he found another home. And so just, it's just awesome to see these guys hanging in there and have an opportunity to get a degree, be a part of something special, and maybe, try to come back. I mean, you think about our coaching staff right now. I mean, Carter was a big-time player, and Nick. Chandler's coming back and helping us. Cujo being there. I talked about him a little bit in our pregame speech. 5-6 years ago, I was telling Cujo, you can't worry about college. You got to finish this thing out the right way. You got to have good workouts. You got to keep your head on straight. You got to focus on the details. And then 5 or 6 years later, he's all Southern Conference player and graduated from a great school like Furman. So, just got to. It's awesome, And then you'll see what Evan Carter's done is just surreal. I mean, the fact that the guy's making plays. He's I'm sure he's he's giving credit to he's doing a great job of getting different pointers from different players and just maximizing each. He talked about that catch he made that the last 2 days, him and the previous left fielder, they've been out there how to play off the wall, how to make plays, and where the good spots are, the bad spots were, and how to do that, man. But I think it always goes back to being really humble and understand that you got to go to work each and every day. You're only as good as your last time you ever played, and we talked about that a lot. I talked about one of our on Friday. I used the 49ers. The 49ers obviously had a big win against the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. Talk about being humbled and things, and then talked about their defense and then their offense, and then what happened yesterday when they played the Browns. They got beat, So playing sports each week, you can get humbled very quickly.
Very quickly.
So I think it's just keep going and make sure you're where your feet are, and go at it each and every day like it's every day's the Game 7 of the World Series, or every day's playing for the Super Bowl. That's how we try to approach it.
My father used to tell us boys, every day's your resume. What happened yesterday don't matter. Today's a new day. Every day is your resume. You got to make a statement every day. Make a difference, and make it positive every day. And he was right. That's up on that end. On the bottom end, on Saturday, the Junior Cyclones, the future guys you're going to see on TV, we hope, one of these days. The Mighty Mites won 40-12 over the Tribe in Kingsport. The Grasscutters won, oh boy,
33.
I want to say 33-0 over Greenville, and they're going to the Super Bowl. Then your team, Junior Pee Wees, won over the Tribe. Was it 27-0?
Yep.
27-0. So all three Junior Cyclone teams are heading to Greenville for the Super Bowl. Hey, that's your next round of kids, and you know that. Another 5 or 6 years, we'll be sitting there talking about them.
Yeah, we've had our youth. We've got a lot of people in youth football, middle school football. They're playing well. I feel like they're getting a very good grasp with our systems and the expectations, how to work. You guys putting in a lot of time, understanding the different scheme of things. I feel like we got a young coaching staff that's really putting a lot of great time, and then it's really great to see, for us to have 3 youth football teams in the Super Bowl. So, I know it's good to see like Coach Turner's team, and those guys have worked really hard. And then the Mighty Mites team, our junior Pee Wee, last year being a younger team, we went 4-4. We took some on the chin, but we've learned a lot, grown a lot. We've played in some really tough games. So, and how would it end up any different for myself and my team? We got to do a rematch against Greenville at Greenville, so that's just my life. That's how it's going to end up. No way it's going to do that. So Greenville beat Cloudland Junior Pee Wee. So it's just, really cool to see. I mean, we got a number of really good people involved, and kids are really playing well, and parents are really involved and committed to our youth football program. So it's awesome to see. And so we got line at the door for kids to get on the teams and want to play. So it's a really good thing. So the numbers are there. Guys continue to work hard, and we got an opportunity to be really good. Tradition never graduates for a long time.
Yep. And so before I let him go, we'll get him back here next week and talk about Greenville. Let Greenville sit. It'll be here next Friday. But I do want to talk about, and and you've told me this many, many times, we want our JV kids playing as much as they can, because you got the Junior Cyclones, T.A. Duggar, our JV team plays tonight. We're getting ready to talk about it. And, of course, the varsity's next week. So How important are these JV games to your team?
Well, we don't ever cancel a JV game, and we try to play every Monday. Sometimes we try to play twice in a week. We play really good teams. We've already played Science Hill twice. We played with Westridge on a Thursday, and so we've got 2 games left. And it's really, guys really want to compete. It's about being tough and being physical, and sometimes getting knocked down and seeing how they can get back up, and then seeing how they play in tough games. And then we had an overtime thriller against Greenville early in the year. So guys, they're not just practice dummies in practice. They're there to get better. They're there to work. They're not waiting till next year. I mean, they got to put in the work now. So it's really good to see. Most of the guys are freshmen, sophomores. Most of them are really young players, but also the part of JV is adapting and growing and evolving. A guy like Billy Whitby has really come on, and we've taken from linebacker to H-back, and then we've Kyler McGovern as a defensive end. We've pulled him over, played some tight end and some H-back. So we're constantly growing and evolving, trying to find where to put those guys William McDuffie and C.J. Mathis have done a great job running the ball. We've had a number of guys. Braylon Britt was a really good player, went out with a collarbone. We've had another guy step up, Tucker, and then Logan Campbell. We've had other guys really come on and play well. So, it's good to see those guys have their time, work really hard, and then, you want them to be in those tough games because that's when they're going to grow and get better. You don't really want it to be easy. So, we got another game tonight. Weather's getting colder and this time of year, so things change, and then got one more game next week. So we've really played every week but one, so I think by the end of the year we've almost played about 10 or 11 JV games.
Saturday's games, do you have the times yet?
No, I don't know the times yet. Probably be about the same, somewhere probably between like 10-12 and 2 or 9-11 and 1.
Yep.
We'll get the times, get that going. Probably Mighty Mites, Grass Cutters, and then obviously Junior Pee Wee. We'll get things going in that order.
Appreciate you coming.
Yes, sir, man. Always appreciate it.
Yes,
Thanks.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, world, that man right there. He's got these kids clicking. I'm telling you, the stretch run's going to be fun. Stretch run's going to be fun. And the goal is to get to Chattanooga. Every team, their goal is to be in that first Saturday in December in Chattanooga playing for a state championship on every level, not just Elizabeth, but everybody. All right, Baker, we need you, lady. Yes. We'll take what are we talking about? Whatever she wants to talk about. She is Lisa Baker. She joins us next. And Cam's here. We'll talk to Cam, too, right after this in Pleasant Beach Baptist Church.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue, and that is always the buzz, and if we're not careful we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here. We're on the road to Chick-fil-A. Hello to Krista Britt. What's it say? Let's keep paving the way to Chattanooga. You got it. That's the goal. To get
It is. State or bust.
That's it. Chattanooga or bust. That's the whole goal, is to get down there and bring back a gold ball for everybody, not just Elizabethton, but all the teams. That's the goal when you start preseason, to get to Chattanooga on the first Saturday in December and play for a gold ball for state championship. We have 2 gold balls and 1 state runner-up silver ball in the last 4 years. So
Yes.
Baker's here. You hear me talking about her all the time. I don't know why I don't call her Lisa. I just call her Baker. But
That's all right.
yeah, so
I've been called worse.
yeah, by better. I understand. So how about the Tipton wedding? Was it not
Oh
awesome?
my gosh, so beautiful.
It was.
Fun fact, Nick and Molly met at my house.
Did it really?
They did.
That's
I actually
cool.
didn't know that until a while ago, but they did. It was
That's
so
cool.
fun. They're the sweetest couple. I'm just so happy for them.
And Emmy Morgenstern did the wedding planning, whatever you want to call it.
Oh
Was
my gosh,
awesome.
She's amazing.
Oh, it was incredibly great show, production, whatever you want to call it. Very sweet.
Yes.
Billy Murphy did a great job as a pastor. They actually had
Yes.
communion. You know you got a couple that's thinking the right way when they have communion up there in front of everybody during the wedding ceremony for the couple.
Mary's mom, we call her Nano. It made me laugh so hard. She said those vows were so pretty. I think if I'd have taken those, I'd have been a better wife.
That's great.
That made us
great.
laugh so hard, but it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It kind of works out better, and they're the best people.
They are. They're class. In fact,
Yeah.
Tommy's here today. He's probably working off the energy and the stress of giving away his daughter.
I
It's tough.
know.
Been there. It's tough. So
Yes.
ringing the bells. I brought her
Yes.
over here to do that. Melanie Montgomery's going to be with us on Wednesday, but ring the bells. You and your mom got me on this a couple of years ago. And was it last year or 2 years ago? Last year, maybe?
We done it the last two
Last
years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Yep. At Food City. We're going to be there again this year at different places. But tell them, I mean, I consider going about this. Tell them what it means to sign out to ring the bells as someone to helping other people. Give me your take on it.
I mean, it's just such a blessing knowing that to take a little bit of time out of the holiday season, because it is crazy, to do something for other people. And I always make it a point to have my children involved. I think that's great for them too, just so that they know, not everybody is as fortunate, not everybody is as blessed,
Yep.
and anytime anything can change for any of us. I mean, and that's just the facts. And it's just meaningful to be able to give back during the holiday season. So I just love doing it. And getting to talk to people, you see people, they come up and thank you for what you're doing. Some people, look at you like run from you like you're the plague, but I mean, it's nothing personal, but it's just fun. Like it is. It's just an amazing experience, and it's what you make out of it. You can use like your Sunday school group, sign up for like a 3-hour time slot, and then have different families come in and fill that time if you want to do that. So it breaks it up a little bit. So just whatever works for you and your family. It's special.
Well, the change that you ask these people to throw in the bucket brings change or in the kettle. So,
Yeah.
And Melanie brought up a good point last week. We always think that the people who are in the homeless shelter and the Salvation Army is down and out, and a lot of them are. She said last week or 2 weeks ago, had 2 people in there had master's degrees.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Down on their luck, having a tough situation right now, and so they had to come to the homeless shelter. So it's not just your stereotypical people that are in a homeless shelter.
absolutely not. I mean, and like I said, anything can change at any
Yep.
point in time.
Could be any of us.
An injury away from losing your home. I mean, anything. It's just the facts of life. And our preacher always says, what if you have today what you thank God for yesterday? And that's kind of the facts of things. So just count your blessings, and that could be you. And if it's not, be thankful, and then do what you can to help others.
That's it. The bell ringing starts in November next month, and so we're looking at multiple sites. You can sign up for an hour at a time, 2 hours at a time. She made a great point. Bring your kids along, bring a ball team along.
Yes.
Pick a sorority, fraternity, whatever the case may be, families, and you can ring the bells for, what was it, like an hour, 2 hours? So you can take an hour while Tom, I'm busy.
It goes by very fast.
We ain't nobody more busy than this lady, and I keep the road, I keep the roads hopping too. But if you want, the old adage, if you want to, for the will is a way.
Yes.
If you want to carve an hour out someplace along the way and ring the bells for an hour, well, maybe cold outside. Okay, bundle up. Maybe hot. Okay, wear a T-shirt. Whatever. But some of those people you're helping are homeless, and so they're cold for them too every night. Maybe for you for an hour or 2 hours you're inconvenienced, but for them, right now it's every night. So please, please, please consider doing it.
Yes.
Is that good?
That's good.
Yeah. So
It's about time for the Singing Cyclones to come back too.
Singing Cyclones. I've already been asked. We'll take them up there. We take the members of the football team every year to Ivy Hall Nursing Home and sing Christmas carols. We call the football team the Singing Cyclones. So we need to do a shirt. We need to get.
Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll make some.
Singing Cyclones, and they all wear the same color shirt, black and orange.
Yeah.
Black T-shirts, orange.
I know, it was good.
With a treble clip, you can do it. You or Carrie
I made
Taylor.
us a logo last year for the Remember the invitation we sent out?
Mm-hmm.
I'll
You
use
did.
that one. Yeah.
She's good. Saw Scotty there at the wedding tonight. He was spiffing. He was styling, but so was she. But he was stiffing. He was styling and profiling.
Well, he had something
He was
else on,
spiffing.
and I'm like, listen, just give me just a minute, and I'll lay you something out.
Okay.
Give me
Gotcha.
just 5 minutes.
Gotcha. Don't go away, Scotty, honey. I got something just exactly what you need to wear to the
Just
wedding.
like, just a minute. I'll
Hang on.
Yeah, that's funny.
Bless his heart. He's a good man.
He is a good man.
Yes, he is. He's a good man. Great man. So is this one right here. I want to get him over here. You got both. I didn't even see Creed over here.
Creed and they have T.A. Duggar basketball tryouts today. So
And Max Fields.
yes,
Yeah. So they're here eating lunch.
they're nervous. I was like, let's get some food.
Yeah.
Go get some shots up.
Yeah. Just do your thing. Just be
Do
you.
Just be you.
Yeah. Would you bring your son over here, please?
Oh, you know they don't listen to me. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Cameron.
Cameron. It's not Cam, it's Cameron. There you go. Mother has called. It's not Cam, it's Cameron. Come over here and sit down and talk. Cam Baker's got one. He's one of the hits of the week. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. Tell me about that hit. You laid the wood to him.
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't get hurt. I'm surprised he didn't get hurt.
His quarterback set him up for failure on that one.
Yeah.
It was just like all laid out perfectly for him.
Yeah.
Right there.
Timing was perfect. I saw it coming.
Yes, sir.
I saw the swing pass out in the flat, and I thought, oh no, boom! He pounded him. So that's football. It was a clean hit. Wasn't anything mean. It's football. So what do you think? He happened to be here eating lunch, and I wanted to catch him. So what do you think about this football team right now? What's your take on it as a senior? What about our team?
Man, it's just we put in so much work that we're just so much more prepared. Like we go out to the field, we take the field with a purpose. We want it more than most teams do, and you can see that. And like it's just hard. And like a lot of these guys that are like getting posted on the media, like a lot of skilled players that are getting posted, we couldn't do it without like some of the big guys up front, like our O linemen, like guys like Josh Hayes, Wyatt, Cookie, like Corey Green, like those guys, Kyron even, like Kyron's like $185 going up against like guys got 50 pounds on him.
Now who's Cookie?
Oh, Seth Campbell.
Seth Campbell. Josh Hayes and Corey Green were our players of the game this week.
Yes, sir.
Along with Mason Ball and Red Slagle.
Well deserved. Oh yeah, Mason Ball, D-line. We got the best.
Oh.
Ain't nobody seen a D-line like ours.
Nah. No. So you guys got a week off.
Sir.
But you're not. But the motor's still running, isn't it? Yeah.
Always.
The motor's still running. There's a weekend. It's an open date Friday night in Greenville next week. Then we we start the playoffs, and the goal, of course, is to get back down to Chattanooga, the first Saturday in December to bring home a state championship, and that's the goal. So, you 100% now? I know you got hurt. You had to sit out. You back 100% cranked?
I missed it.
All right. What'd you have for lunch? How many sandwiches did you have?
Just one.
Just
We
one?
got practice today.
Yeah, practice?
Mom
Yeah.
ordered for me today.
Now, is it true your dad told me one time that you went to Burger King over here and got the family pack or something? Scotty said is that true?
Yeah. Well, it was cheaper than Amigos was.
Yeah.
And it was like right after church on Sunday. I was
Yeah.
starving, so they just got me a family meal and I chowed down on it.
So what did you get?
It was like, like five. It was like 5 burgers and like 4 orders of fries or something like that. They gave me like 2 drinks.
2 drinks. You got to have 2 drinks. Man's going to put down 5 burgers and 4 fries. You got to have 2 drinks. So there you go. And then Lisa says you'll be an hour later. Mom, I'm hungry. So you eat all the time.
All the time.
But then Scotty can eat more than you can.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, he can put it away more than you and Creed, right? Yeah.
Like I guarantee you, he could out eat anybody. It's insane.
He's not even here to defend himself, but he would probably say, yeah, it's probably true. So now does Creed eat a lot too?
Not as much as he should. He needs to get bigger, but he's on his way.
Well, there
He's
you
on
go.
his way.
There's brother telling brother. There you go. Well, I'm glad you stopped by here, man.
Yes, sir.
Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Cam Baker, good job. Number 4 for the Cyclones. Happened to be here eating. I thought, why not? Let's get him on. We'll take a quick break. We'll take a look at NASCAR before we get out of here. NASCAR, the National Football League. Next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Show number 1,946 on our way to 2,000. They laughed and said you couldn't do it. It's not going to happen. To do a sports show on the internet, nobody's going to watch it. I said, okay. And we got them, we're doing okay. Thanks to you on the other side of the screen. Back after this, on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Love my credit union rewards. Tell me about that from the credit union, would you please?
Yeah, we have some awesome rewards that you may not know about. And so you'll visit bemycu.org, and then you can look at all of the discounts and exclusive savings just for our credit union members. And it's not hard at all to be a member. So if you want more information about that, definitely reach me at 547-1200. And we've got discounts like H&R Block, you know, it's tax season, it's tax time, and hopefully you'll get some money back. You never know, some people have to pay. But we've got Intuit TurboTax discount. We've got Xfinity Mobile, Spectrum Mobile, Rental Karma, TrueStage, and so forth. So check that out, definitely.
Visit bemycu.org.
Yeah.
Find out more about that. Then you have account alerts and home banking. What's going on about that?
Yeah, this is something that you feel safe with your accounts, and it's really a secure feature. And, you know, you could set this up on your time, such as account balances. You can be alerted of when it falls below or goes above that certain limit you want it to stay at. And we've got ATM withdrawal alerts. We've got direct deposit posting to account alerts. I'm sure people love that because they want to know when they're getting paid. And we got checks clearing alerts, withdrawals, and transfers. So, and it's, you know what, it's free. So you can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
Nope.
From Northeast Community Credit Union, last but not least, investment rates are up. That's a good sign. Tell them what's going on with that.
They are. We have options. We've got certificate of deposit options, and then we've got Roth and variable rates for the IRAs. We've got definitely earned tax advantages. You can, such as, let's look here. Traditional offers tax deferred earnings and possibly tax deductible contributions if you meet the requirements. And then you got Roth, or not tax deductible. However, you eventually can withdraw contributions and earnings from a Roth IRA tax-free eventually. So there's just a few examples there. If you want to check out our rates, we have those posted on our website at bemycu.org. And we have awesome low competitive rates right now. I mean, you can't beat it.
Hours are open?
We're open at the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock. Our lobby opens at 8:30. We close at 4:30 Monday through Thursday. We close at 5 on Friday. And we are open drive-thru only at every location Saturdays from 9 until noon.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, BMyCU, or Northeast Community Credit Union.
And the locations are?
Rome Mountain off of 19E. We've got one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have our main office behind Elizabethton High School, and then off of West Oakland Avenue in Johnson City.
There you go. Good report, as always.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Andrew Lewis, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Northeast Community Credit Union.
The world's not ready for my buddy. So all the posts you see, the Evan Carter you saw, the readers are winners, everything you're seeing, all the different posts on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the creativity of this young lassie right here. So, in fact, here's a great. She goes to the game Saturday, UT game. What were you watching? You watched some of the game. What were you watching?
I'm watching the graphics.
That's awesome. Watching the graphics, just the behind the scenes and the nuts and bolts and how do they do this and how can we do that? And so I get a call about once a week, hey, can we do this? What if we can do this? I said, yeah. Can we do pictures like stream video on your show? Yeah. You'll just send it to me and put it on the Gmail, which she did. And we played the Evan Carter thing today. So, and we'll start having sound video. That's on me. So we'll have audio going forward. So it's pretty cool. And then the post and all that. So you're pushing the envelope. Keep pushing it.
That's what I like to do.
Yeah, and she does a great job, works for the city schools. In fact, we're here to work on another problem, so to troubleshoot some more, and that's the name of the game. So so what was your take of the UT game?
We didn't play good, but we pulled out a win.
Yeah, so.
That's all that matters in the end is the W, I guess.
That's 4 quarters and all these ESPN guys sitting around these talking heads. What do you think of the game? And you said again?
We didn't play good, but we pulled out a win.
That's it. That's all that matters. Now you're off to Alabama.
Yep.
So can we beat the Crimson Tide down there?
That's going to be tough.
Was the crowd into it Saturday?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they checkerboarded the stadium. It was beautiful.
were you white or orange?
White.
You were white?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you and Hub, by the way, happy anniversary.
Thank you. It's officially today.
Officially today is your
Yep.
anniversary.
19
cool.
years.
19 years. So it's awesome. Where do you take on your first date?
Applebee's in the Comedy Zone. It was 2020. I mean, it was 2020. It was 2000.
Better not be 2020. It's 2000. There you go.
Year 2000.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thanks.
We got a ball game tonight, JV game.
Yep.
Tucker Taylor and the JV will be out there tonight.
Yep.
So
He's
does he
ready
wear?
to roll.
Does he wear 23 on the JV game too?
No, he wears 21.
Where's 21?
21 on both. He was 23 at T.A. Duggar.
T.A. Duggar.
Yeah.
He's 21 up here now.
21
so
up here.
better get those right. So I'll be up here tonight yapping, so it'll be good. So we're going to be 6 o'clock against Volunteer. It's still on. The games, they're going to play it. So be a little cool, bundle up. But now, would you rather sit and watch a game in weather like this or a sweat bath in August?
Weather like this.
Like this?
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm right there with you. So
Yeah.
she does a great job, folks. Her last name's Taylor, no relation. She married a Jason Taylor. He's a great guy. So it's all good. And we're going to work on this here in just a second, correct? You want to get lunch first?
No.
You want to work on this first?
Yep.
It's driving her nuts. So she said, I want to fix this. I said, okay, we'll fix it. So we'll let me do this one more time. Let's play this Evan Carter. I played it not 100 times, played it several times. It's worth watching again. Here we go. There you go. That's pretty impressive, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a heck of a catch.
He's amazing.
Oh, yes. This happens to be really cool. He's from Elizabeth and Tri-Cities, but anybody made that catch is a big-time catch. So, all right. Thank you, dear. You're awesome. Yeah, I appreciate it very much. She does a wonderful job. Carrie Taylor, let me run down real quick volleyball. Tomorrow, we have 3 teams in the state tournament. Again, as I've told you many times at this point, it's us against them, the rest of the state. I'm pulling for South Green. They play tomorrow at 5 o'clock against Harpeth. Tomorrow at Rockville High School, that's your single A. Your double A team, the Volunteer Lady Falcons, they eliminated Elizabethton last week. They can play. Whew. They got Creekwood tomorrow. Good luck to the Lady Falcons with Coach Barton. They're 26-2. They'll play at Blackman High School tomorrow at 2:30. And then we'll finish things out with West Ridge at 37-8. They'll take on Nolensville tomorrow at noon at Siegel High School in Nashville. So good luck to South Green. Good luck to Volunteer. And good luck to West Ridge in the state volleyball tournament. The West Ridge coach looks like Bob Seeger. Logan Kemp, long-haired, bearded dude. He looks like him. I don't know if he can sing like him. But he's a heck of a coach. So good luck there. Then before we get out of here again, hello, Jimmy Stout. How you doing, sir? Appreciate you. Again, Kyle Larson gets the win, winning at Las Vegas over the weekend, yesterday, beating Christopher Bell to the checkers. Blocked the final charge by Christopher Bell, the fellow playoff driver, to win it. Again, Larson led 7 times, accumulated the most laps, led 133 out of 267 in the race. And so Kyle Larson has punched his ticket to the championship. This week they'll be at Homestead in Florida, then Martinsville, then they'll go to Phoenix for the grand finale. And so the non-playoff cars of Kyle Busch, Brad Kozlowski, and Ross Chastain round out the top 5 behind Larson and Bell. Next race will be the 3 playoff round to set the championship fields this coming Sunday in Homestead. The Mobile One, the Forever 400 presented by Mobile One at Homestead coming up again on Sunday. We'll have more to say about it tomorrow. We'll be at the Jewelers Bench tomorrow, ready to bring you show number 1947. It's going to do it from here today. Thanks again to our guest, Carrie Taylor, Sean Whitten, Leslie Broccoli, and Andrea Lewis. And we'll do it again tomorrow, all over again at 11 o'clock. Hopefully we don't get caught in wreck traffic today, tomorrow like we did today, and we'll do that tomorrow. And we'll do it again live from the Jewelers Bench here in Elizabeth, and we'll be down to 68 days to do your jewelry shopping for Christmas because it's here. And they're clicking them off every day. We're down to 68 days tomorrow for Christmas 2023. There's Jeremy Marler. Hello, sir. How you doing? How you doing, sir? You doing good? It's Jeremy Marler. Good old boy right there. He's a nice one. So we don't care you're a Science Hill fan. That's fine. That's good. So somebody's got to root for him, so that's good. Jeremy's rooting for him. We root for the Cyclones. We got fans all over the place. Jeremy's a Hilltopper fan. That's okay. He's over having a little lunch. We're going to get out of here, and we're going to work on this computer, so we'll see you back here tomorrow at 11 o'clock. We'll tell you, as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 1946 today, originating from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabeth, and tomorrow, the Jewelers Bench. And for all the guests and for Tommy Tipton, the owner here at Chick-fil-A, will say, as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching the show.